I loved food too. I struggled with it. I live this journey with you. Okay. Food was my enemy. It was my obsession. My world revolved around it, and it doesn't anymore. That is why these are so amazing, because they change your whole everything. They change everything about what is going on in your brain, what is going on in your stomach, your chemical, your insulin resistance, everything is changed. And it is life-changing. Seriously, life-changing. And I highly recommend reaching out to me, Wild Moon Homestead, because I will give you, my team and I will give you that ability to just kind of look at it differently. Because when you actually start just listening to the brain and just start getting that protein, start getting those complex carbs, you will start looking at food differently. You've got to give it time. You have to give it time. I don't count the macros and I don't count calories at first either, because when you do that, it's too complicated and you get overwhelmed. You get to the point where it is just too much. And when it's too much, you don't want to do it. I want this to be fun. I want this to be exciting. I want you to be happy that you're doing something to change your life. I want you to feel excited that I have taken this life by your reins and now you are in control. Because when you're in control, you will be happy. You will succeed. And that is what we want. We want you to succeed. We want you to just understand that nobody else controls you. Nothing else controls you. No longer is food in control. You are in control of food and you are in control of your life. And that is what is important. Because when we take control of our lives that is when we're going to succeed. And I let food control me. So this is a crazy story. So my husband and I think we were just newly married. So this is my second marriage. My first marriage, we were both obese. We were both, he was mean. He totally he picked on my hair. He even tried, I don't know if you guys can see, I do have blue eyes. He tried to tell me that I didn't have blue eyes. When we first started dating, he didn't do it when we were dating. When we were first married, we were in the military. I was away from my family. We were stationed in Jacksonville, Florida. His pet name for me was stupid. And I think you guys can tell that I'm not, right? I mean, I'm not by any means. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is like ridiculous. So I told him he needed to stop calling me that. So he did. But, he picked on my thighs, he picked on my cooking, he picked on everything. So, of course, after we got out of the military, I gained. So, everything, he just, smashed me down. And what's crazy is my mom's second marriage was physically and mentally. And I always said to myself that I was never going to allow that to happen me. But once you get married, it's forever. I grew up with, Christian grandparents, went to church every day of my, Sunday. I was youth president. I knew all this. So I was married. This was going to be forever. I stayed there for 20 years. Okay. Fast forward. So now I'm in this new marriage, amazing man, very supportive, very, complimentary, very, everything just absolutely amazing. So we were down in Disney at a business convention, and he wanted to go to, I think it was Magic Mountain or something like that. And it was like 5:00, and he wanted to go wait in this 2-hour line. And I, at the time, was probably, I don't know, like 220. And I was like, oh my gosh, he wants to go wait in this line. It's 5 o'clock. It's a 2-hour wait. And I made this biggest fuss. I said, we have to eat. It's 5 o'clock. If we go wait in this line, it's going to be 7 o'clock. I'm going to be so hungry by the time we get out of this line. We have to eat right now. And he's like, are you hungry? I'm like, no, I'm not hungry, but it's 5 o'clock. And by the time we get out, it's going to be 7 o'clock. So we have to eat now, because if we don't eat right now, I'm going to be starving by the time we get out. And I can't allow this to happen. I have to eat right now. And he's like, what is wrong with you? You're not even hungry. I'm like, I know, but it's 5 o'clock and we won't get out until 7. So I can't do that. I have to eat now, because if I don't eat now, and he got like so upset with me. He's like, Ange, what are you doing? Why can't you wait 2 hours to eat? And he's like, there's no food around here. He's like, so you're going to make us go and get food, junk food, and because you're not even hungry and you don't want to wait 2 hours to eat, and you want to eat like right now? I'm like, yes, because by the time we get out of there, I'm going to be starving. And I didn't even stop to think. I was just so obsessed with the fact that I had to eat right now because I couldn't wait 2 hours. I just got so tunnel visioned on the fact that I had to eat right then. And now I'm like, and we were coming home and we just got our scuba diving training. Yeah, I just got scuba diving training, certified actually. We were coming home. He was hungry. And he asked me if I was hungry. And I said, no, I'm not hungry at all. And he was like, he didn't know how to approach it because he was really hungry, but I wasn't hungry at all. And he's like, wanted to be supportive of the fact that I wasn't hungry. So then we kind of didn't, I didn't understand that he was really hungry. So then the cards flipped because I wasn't hungry at all, but he was hungry, but he didn't want to be non-supportive of me because I wasn't hungry. And so then it was just kind of like this, we were on this 1.5-hour drive home and he sat there starving to death because he wanted to be supportive of the fact that I wasn't hungry. And he doesn't understand now that it's not even a forethought in my head that I could sit there and like not eat and he could eat because I'm never hungry anymore. So I felt bad for the guy. I was like, honey, you can eat in front of me now. It's not a big deal. It's okay. And so it's like this complete fit switch, Mild Moon. So what I'm saying is you can learn, and it will happen, that food no longer controls you. And it's an amazing thing. And because I was at one point completely obsessed. And what this does is it just completely changes your whole lifestyle. And, I used to sit there as that big girl. And I remember at Kent State when I was getting my nurse practitioner, I was at my biggest actually. And I was sitting in the cafeteria. And I remember sitting there looking at people eating a yogurt and a Diet Coke. And I'm sitting there and I'm like having my Big Mac and a Coke and a French fry. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, how on earth are they eating a yogurt and a Diet Coke and they're full? And now I don't have the Diet Coke. I ate a banana yesterday and a yogurt because my stomach was feeling really weird. And that I was fine. And then I had my protein shake when I got to the office. And I forgot to eat for the rest of the day until dinner. And then I wasn't even hungry at dinner. And I'm like, oh, I haven't ate all day. Crap. So it really does change everything.